The reason so many people are clicking off your videos immediately after clicking onto them is because you aren't using one of the intro pillars that you should be using in your intros, or you're not using either of the intro pillars at all. Let me show you exactly how to use these intro pillars so that you can double or even triple your first 30-second retention on every single one of your videos. Let's get it. The first intro pillar is comprised of things that are spoken. This is verbally spoken word, things that people are going to hear, not necessarily see. We're going to talk about those other things later on. Let's go through this entire list. I literally have listed out so many different things that we're going to talk through. So as you listen, I would highly encourage you to write down the things that stand out most to you so that you can implement them immediately. I would also say that you're not going to necessarily implement every single one of these things in all of your videos. You'll probably choose a few from the first pillar and the second pillar to implement. That's going to give you the best result. So the first one is bold or intriguing statements. This would be things like saying something controversial or something thought-provoking. We've all watched the videos where someone says something that's just sort of out of this world. You maybe didn't expect it, or you're just not really sure how they're going to accomplish the thing that they said they're going to accomplish. Those types of statements make a huge difference. You could say something unexpected, like in this video that's titled, "I mailed an AirTag to a scammer." In the first few seconds of his video, he says this.
"This is me stuffing $18,000 into a magazine that a scammer in India is expecting. And this is an Apple AirTag that I'm going to hide in a package which will track its every move. But let me tell you how I got here."
So the title itself of the video was actually really intriguing. The title and thumbnail combo was great. But then in the first few seconds of his video, he's packing a magazine full of money and he has this voiceover. Like, to me, that added this extra layer of intrigue and interest that just made me want to keep watching. Another type of statement that you could make is just something that speaks to the viewer's pain points or their emotion. Why did they click on this video? What was the branding in your title and thumbnail that made them click? And then immediately giving them something, spoken word that's going to help make them feel confident that they're going to receive that is going to make a huge difference too. You could also present a problem and a solution. Again, that's probably going to be very closely tied to your title and thumbnail. Because if you think about it, we've talked about it pretty frequently on this channel where your title and thumbnail are like this tortilla chip, right? You're getting people to look at your thumbnail, read your title, they're clicking, and then as soon as they click, they're looking to have those things that you promised them like returned upon immediately. So that's what this can do for you. Another great option for the spoken pillar in your intros is to pose a question. I found this really good example of this gaming channel that I watch occasionally. This is actually someone who spoke at VidSummit 2024, TG Plays. This is Typical Gamer, and here, watch this clip and see what he promises people.
There's so many awesome locations to land in Chapter 2 Remix, but which one is the best? Today I'm gonna show you, give you some tips and tricks, and show you the best weapon in the game. Let's go ahead and jump right into what the heck?
The promise he made was very relevant, right? It was something that his audience, something that his viewers would be very interested in. And I really like this example because it's not just like a normal teaching or how-to channel. He just does gaming content, but I think some of the content that he does is actually helping people become better at the game or find hacks or tips or tricks. And so he makes that promise really early on, and I think that that really helps hook viewers in. You could also kind of pose some hypothetical questions like, what if you were to, or what would you think if this happened? Those types of questions can also get the viewers thinking, and again, make them hope that they're going to get that answer later on in the video, which if you hook them in by utilizing these hypothetical type of questions, you definitely should deliver on them later on in the video, but at very least you will have gotten them to watch a little bit longer. One of the greatest things that I think that all of us as YouTubers need to learn is to highlight the secret or unusual approach that we're taking in our videos. Not that everything that we are doing has to be like secret sauce and that it has to be amazing, but remember why people watch you. They're watching you because they like you, they like the way you do things. And so when you make them feel like you're sharing something that's meaningful to you, they're also going to feel like it's something that they need to stick around for. So a couple ideas for this is going the extra mile to utilize language that makes them feel like what they're going to get is special. Whether you're a vlog channel or a teaching channel or an entertainment channel, make them feel like whatever journey you're about to take them on is an exciting one, an interesting one, a helpful one. And when I say utilize language, like craft your words very specifically. For a very long time, I have really liked doing bullet point scripting on my my outlines, but recently I've turned to doing a more scripted few sentences, the first few sentences of my videos, because not that I want them to sound more scripted, but I want them to be word perfect. And I think that that's what I'm getting at here, is make sure you wordsmith the first few sentences of your video so that you can get word perfect exactly what you want across to the viewer and use the best, most interesting and engaging words possible. Another way to go about this is calling attention to things. If you put in a lot of work, if you put in a lot of research, like typical gamer, if he spent hours and hours and hours playing his game and he developed this process or this spot to land in the game or the way to get the chest and whatever, call that out. Let the viewers know how hard you worked and let them know the value that they're going to get. You know, if you're saving them hours and hours of time, or, you know, if you're taking them on an adventure that they may never get to go on themselves, let them know that and really call it out. You don't have to like rub it in the viewer's face, but call it out and let them know how special this is. It feels uncomfortable to do. I totally feel uncomfortable doing it a lot of the times, but it doesn't hurt to do it. The viewers actually end up appreciating it. They actually show more appreciation for what you've done when they realize how much time and effort you've put into it. It makes all the difference. Really quick, I want to tell you guys about today's sponsor, Storyblocks. Creating high quality content is so much easier with Storyblocks. They offer unlimited downloads of diverse, high quality media for a single predictable subscription cost. No more pricey per clip payments. Their curated library has over 1 million assets of 4K, HD footage, music, sound effects, motion graphic templates, and so much more. It's everything you need in one place. I personally love how they make it so simple to up your production game, from stunning motion graphics to title animations and exclusive music tracks that integrate seamlessly on platforms like TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. Plus, Storyblocks keeps you legally covered with industry-leading licensing so that you can create confidently without worrying about copyright claims. If you want unlimited downloads at a single set price, head over to storyblocks.com/channelmakers or click the link in the description to get started. Now back to the video. The second pillar here are the things that are seen in the intro. Now, it's hard to argue which one of these pillars is more important because the reality is it's sort of a balance. The whole idea behind these two pillars is that sport, that strongman sport. Have you seen that where they like hold the two pillars and they're like pulling on them to hold them up, and if they let go of one, they automatically have to let go of the other one because it kind of pulls them down. They're so heavy. That's the idea behind these two pillars, is it's sort of this balancing act between what you're saying, so what the viewer is hearing, versus what they're seeing on screen. That could be you talking or visuals. And so they're both very, very important, but that's why I say it's a balance between using them both. Is like in that strongman sport, as soon as you let go of one, really the other one falls apart. It really is two at a time, both together, that work the best. So that said, let's look at things that are seen. The first one is to show results up front. This is one of the most engaging ways to keep viewers watching. Mark Rober does a great job of this. Take a look at this clip and see exactly what he does to show the result of what he promises in the video right up front.
Rock, paper, scissors. This is an infinite slinky staircase that can run for days. And this is basically a room temperature ice rink. Today we're...
So the whole premise of his video is about this rock, paper, scissors robot that he's created, right? Well, at the very beginning of the video, he shows it beating a person immediately. So immediately you know that Mark Rober has done something that has a result and that you're going to be walked through the process to see exactly how he got there. I think that that's so smart that he does that. A couple other ways here. So sneak peeking the end result like he did, a snippet of the desired outcome, or showing a completed project. They're all sort of in the same realm there, but all very, very important. The second one here is diving right in. And I don't just mean in words, I mean visually. So what are you showing them visually that shows that you are getting into the content right now? A lot of times we do intros like, welcome back to the channel, I'm so-and-so, glad you're here, like and subscribe. And it's almost like we're checking off this list of to-dos before we actually get to the content. Now take a look at this MKBHD video and see how he gets right into the content. It is amazing. So without any words even spoken, he was already unboxing this product. And now he was unboxing an Apple product, and those are so satisfying to unbox. And so I think that he didn't necessarily have to use words there, and that's maybe a specific example where that could actually work. In most cases, I would advocate for both. But again, he got right into the content. He's doing an unboxing and explanation/review of this product, and from the very first second, he's unboxing the product. He's not doing any talking beforehand. He's just getting into it. I think that we as creators have a lot to learn in that realm of just diving right into the content. I think it's also important to remember that that immediate value, when you're questioning what to put there, what did you promise them again in the title and thumbnail? Because the title and thumbnail is what got them to click. So maybe the title and thumbnail comes later on in the video, but if that's the case, then you need to find some way to tie together the title and the thumbnail and that later part of the video to show them something related to that immediately, so that it again confirms to them that they're going to get what you said they were going to get. This is a really great way to catch people's attention, to increase their curiosity, because instead of just kind of leading them on with this checklist, welcome to the channel, rather than just going through that to-do list like I mentioned, you're actually showing them exactly what they want. Another way to do this is to show teaser clips from the middle or the end of the video, similar to what Mark did, but things like if you're doing a vlog channel, this works really, really well. Because in a vlog video, maybe you're vlogging over the course of a day or 2 days, and there's gonna be slower spots in the video and there's gonna be faster spots in the video. Now, if you're smart when you're doing a vlogging channel, you're taking the best parts of those vlogs and you're utilizing those as the marketing, the title and the thumbnail. Now that's great, but if you use great marketing for the title and thumbnail, but then your intro is really, really slow and it doesn't allude to anything that's going to happen, then you've lost the audience nearly immediately. And so take again that title and thumbnail concept and figure out what part of the vlog that's from and bring it to the beginning of the video. And maybe you don't have to show the highlight of everything, but you can sort of like hint at it. You can kind of tease different things, like, you know, if there's some sort of drama or interest or curiosity or someone's reaction or like a funny moment, you can sort of tease those up front, and that is gonna hold people over. Another example of a style of channel that does this is like the outdoor sort of camp along with me. They're almost like really calming type videos, but again, they're stretched over a longer period of time, maybe 24 hours, but they're filming a ton in that 24 hours. And again, they take some of the highlights from the entire video, maybe this 20 or 30 minute video, and they do sort of like a coming soon or up soon, whatever. And then they like put a couple different clips at the beginning. Again, this speaks to the audience. They love to see those engaging parts, and that makes them interested in the story. Think about like old DVD covers, right? You'd look on the back of the DVD cover and you'd see these pictures from the scenes from the movie and then the brief description. That was enough to get you interested to watch the DVD in the old days. And so now on YouTube, we can utilize that same psychology. We just do it by putting interesting parts of the video up at the front. The last thing that I'd say about this second pillar are pattern interrupts, visual pattern interrupts. These are things like unexpected edits, text on screen, sound effects, change in tone, change in color of your footage, change in the angle of your camera, music, montages, so many more things, sound effects. All of these things are what we call pattern interrupts. It's like any time that someone's like feeling in the zone or comfortable with whatever it is they're watching, as soon as you change something, it changes something in their brain. It like triggers something in their brain to keep watching. And so it doesn't have to be huge, crazy things all the time. It can be just little subtle things, a little bit of text or a little sound effect, like a little ding of the phone or whatever. They all make a huge difference. Together, when utilizing these two pillars, they are going to improve your videos tenfold. They're going to make your intros so much more interesting, so much more engaging. And as you continue to implement these into your intros, you will double and probably even triple your retention at the 30-second mark. Now, here's the thing. Having great retention up to the 30-second mark is so important. But if you can't get people to watch past the 30-second mark, it almost doesn't matter at all. If you need help keeping people watching your videos longer, go check out this video where we talk about strategies for expanding the watch time on every single one of your videos. It's going to make all the difference. See you, channel makers.